movies are dreams, darling, that you never forget.
Another year is about to end, and just like every other film buff, I also got my personal top 10 movies of the year. I watched many videos and lists of various people on their favorite films of the year, enjoyed them, and would like to see yours too in the comment box. As usual, this is a subjective list, even my opinion can change about them over time, but it's always good to talk about them and create a video, so here you go.
I sell shit. I sell shit.
Number 10. Triangle of Sadness. Triangle of Sadness is the peak of satirical cinema. It's a hilarious cinematic troll on upper class people. The film mostly revolves around a model couple who visit a cruise ship for a holiday where they meet many rich people like them who are all kind of pretentious or dumb.
Hey.
What are you doing?
What?
Are you talking to the crow?
Yeah.
The more it goes on, the less realistic it becomes, although that is never its problem but excellence. I don't enjoy getting into all the depths about metaphors of movies, which this film carries a lot, but I just enjoy the characters, and this had so many great ones in them.
No.
What? You say no to me?
No, no.
Oh, so it's yes.
Yeah, no.
Yes or no?
I'm saying. Sorry, I'm saying.
Number 9. Decision to Leave. Decision to Leave is probably the most astoundingly directed movie of the year. Park Chan-wook's films usually have that unique style, and this was no different. The story here is of a detective who investigates the death of a rich mountain climber and suspects his wife. He spies on her, interrogates her, but the wife never comes out as the killer and always stays at the edge. Also, in between all the investigation, he starts falling in love with her.
내가 할 줄 아는 단일한 중국 음식입니다.
Decision to Leave is an intimate romance thriller, kind of reminded me of Basic Instinct, however it's less aggressive or explicit and more beautiful. There is a subtle tenderness between the two lead characters which is actually very wholesome.
괜찮아요.
Number 8. 3000 Years of Longing. I didn't expect a movie about a woman freeing a gene from a bottle would be so incredibly engaging as 3000 Years of Longing. It talks about a scholar in Istanbul who always have weird visions, buys a unique looking bottle from an antique store and later frees a gene of it. But she has nothing to wish for as she is known of the terrible outcomes of desires. Instead, she chooses to listen to the gene's story of how he has been trapped inside a bottle for 3000 years. This is a poignant film. All the stories the gene shares are also simply well told, which kind of gives the vibe of an anthology film. Every story is filled with outstanding visuals and genius writing. And this was easily one of the most originally beautiful films of 2022 that I have seen. Number 7. X. X tells the story of a group of friends who visit an isolated rental house to shoot porn in the time of 1970s, but the homeowners, a creepy old couple, do not let their vacation be very peaceful. This was the biggest fun ride for me of the year. It was so surprisingly engaging, and besides the part about making porn, the delusions related to it was so much fun and engaging. I've seen a handful of slasher movies and X has to be the best of them all. The performances and the writing were amazing. The characters were much more realistic compared to the subject, and the violent scenes were also well done, which carried a lot of tension and horror throughout, for it felt so honest and possible to happen. Number 6. Lady Chatterley's Lover. Now this is an oddball here. Probably nobody will agree with me on keeping a cliched predictable love story that is told over and over in thousands of ways here. Yet Lady Chatterley's Lover, which tells the scandalous love story between the wife of a rich man and their gamekeeper during the 1920s, remind me that romance films don't have to be original. Overall, it's just two people in love, the biggest cliche about life, but it's beautiful. The eroticism and the portrayal of affection in a lonely life are something I connect a lot with. Lady Chatterley's Lover, a well-shot, well-acted movie, has that deep affection portrayed near perfectly, resulting in it being one of the most fascinating movies released this year for me. The performance by Emma Corrin as the rich, lonely housewife is somewhat delightful. Her acting had me grabbed throughout its entirety and made me feel the same tenderness and loneliness of her.
I don't want you for the sake of a child, Oliver. I just want you. All right.
Number 5. The Fabelmans. The Fabelmans is much like my last year's favorite movie The Hand of God, except it's less dark and more sweet. It is a semi-autobiographical movie about Steven Spielberg, his personal life, his parents' complicated relationship, and above all, his love for cinema.
You will make your movies and you will do your art. And you'll remember how it hurt.
The Fabelmans adequately captures the magic of movies. It has a very straightforward yet emotionally impactful character-driven drama. The portrayal is melodramatic, but it works quite well for a film dealing with so many hyperbolic emotions. As I had expressed in my best acting list, Michelle Williams is the fuel of this movie. Her expressive characteristics add an emotional charm to it, which is actually very amazing.
Say it with me. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Number 4. Top Gun Maverick. This is kind of a cliche to have this on a top 10 list of 2022, but it just deserves to. Top Gun Maverick is the sequel to the popular 1980s film Top Gun, which I didn't enjoy at all. It tells the story of the best naval aviator Maverick, who still struggles with his past of losing his best friend, and now he returns to the place to teach some fresh soldiers for a deadly mission. Top Gun Maverick is a likable action drama that does well almost in every department. And what is best, it has some honest true-to-life character development, delivering both an emotional and thrilling journey. The music by Hans Zimmer fuels some nostalgia in it, and aside from that, Tom Cruise's performance is subtle and very much power of the movie.
I'm where I belong, sir.
Number 3. The Banshees of Inisherin. I love movies that are equally funny and sad. The Banshees of Inisherin is the perfect embodiment of that from this year. It sets in the 1920s and tells the story of two lifelong friends where one of them is dull and another artist. Suddenly, the artistic musician friend decides to stop talking with the other one. The dull friend, played by Colin Farrell, cannot accept this choice and tries to win back the friendship, which only causes more mayhem.
And each time you bother me from this day on, I'll take those shears and I'll take one of my fingers off with them and I'll give that finger to you.
Colin Farrell's performance is one of the best of the year.
I don't give a feck about Mozart.
It's a simple and delicate drama about friendships and breakups, but as a movie it works well. The feeling of isolation all over the atmosphere through the great cinematography fits so much with the story. Also, the side characters are so entertaining, especially the one of Barry Cohagen as a weird young boy, and the sibling relationship also is beautiful.
And my sister, she's nice. I'll remember her forever. I'll remember her.
Number 2. Broker. Broker is a simple little drama about families, a genre the director Hirokazu Korida has been forever working on. It tells the story of two church workers who steal babies from the church box and sell them illegally to couples. Even though what they do is unethical, they are not necessarily evil. When they try to sell a baby whose mother returns, their identity comes loose. Even more so, two detectives start spying on them to catch them red-handed. People in Hirokazu Korida movies are who we pass by in the streets and never notice, and even if we find the truth about them, we usually despise them. Broker is indeed a movie about people such as that, and a movie that understands humanity. It is one of the few movies from the year that gripped me for its entire runtime, and also one of the only films that filled me with empathy. Besides, regardless of to say, the performances were top-notch, the direction, the screenplay, or just everything about it.
혜진아, 태어나줘서 고마워.
Number 1. Aftersun. Aftersun has gotten a lot of appreciation this year. I don't think I have anything unique to say about this, just that it's a raw and beautiful take on melancholia, depression and love, and also how not many movies have viewed those subjects combinedly quite like it. This is a film about a father and daughter on a vacation in Turkey where the young girl's parents are separated and she gets together with her father only sometimes. On the trip, they are both lovely to one another and spend some goofy entertaining times, but the father is not as happy as he tries to portray on the outside. Aftersun is quiet. It understands and reflects the true nature of relationships, childhood nostalgia and suppressed pain. And all of those were done under some extraordinarily original filmmaking and a quite superb screenplay. None of the moments in this feel like fictional but real down-to-earth human interactions, and therefore the pain seems much sharper.
Wish we could have stayed for longer.
Me too.
So that was the video. Share the name of your favorite movie of the year and check some other videos of this channel. Till then, this is it, and just thanks for watching.